So here we're going to take a look at the quick select commands in AutoCAD. So these are basically tools for selecting objects of the same type or of the same color or of the same properties. So this is similar to select same in a program like Illustrator or select similar in a program like Rhino. So this is a command that we can either right click and go to quick select, or we can just start typing and go QSEL and it'll pop up as quick select. So you can see here I have apply to entire drawing, and then if I click down it only says entire drawing, but if I click this little plus next to it, you'll see I can select objects. So if I don't want to use my whole drawing, I can actually just drag a window over and say we're only going to select objects out of the window that I just drew, and you can see that it defaults then to current selection. I'm going to switch this back to entire drawing. Object type, so this will only populate with objects that you actually have in your file. So if you only have polylines, it will only show polylines like I have. Things like hatches, lines, splines, arcs, things like that will show up in this as you have them. So you can select like that if you want to. Properties, this is going to be basically the criteria by which you're using to select. So we have color, layer, line type, and so on. I like to use here a lot of color or type, and then you can do operator equals. So if you want to select by a specific color, you can do equals, and then we can do, let's say, by layer here. If you wanted to select something and select like all of the polylines that you have in the entire drawing, you would just change this operator value to select all, and then you'll see that it grays out all of the properties that you have here. What that's going to allow you to do is select all of the polylines. You probably wouldn't use it for polylines, but you might use it for something like hatches. I do that pretty often. So you would select all of the hatches, and then you can use that to change either what hatch pattern they are or what transparency they are or something like that. So let's say that we go to color equals by layer, and then we click OK. You'll see that it's going to highlight everything here. Let's say we go into the quick select, and instead of by color, we want to select by layer. So this is a super useful one. Select by layer equals, and then let's select everything on layer 2. So it'll just select that object. So this is a really nice tool. It helps if you have objects that are on different layers but have like properties. So if they're all the same color or something like that, you can use the quick select tools to select those really quickly without having to go around and individually select one by one the certain objects that are in the file. It also helps to make sure that you actually don't miss anything in the file. So it will examine the entire drawing that you're working on, and it will allow you to select all of the lines of the same property that you choose.